We've now moved on to the next event, second of the morning. It's the men's varsity straight four. So this is 4 rowers, 1 oar per rower, no coxswain. So typically it's either the bowman or the strokeman steering with their toe. But we've got a good race developing here through the first 500 meters.
Over in lane 1, we have Northville, who are in the lead. We have St. John's Jesuit in lane 2, but second place is to Carlson, who is in that lane 3 position. Lane 4 is Rockford A, Montgomery Bell in lane 5, lane 6, Skyline, Parkersburg South in lane 7, and in lane 8, we have Riverview.
And Northville's really pulling away now. It looks like they put a major push on at that halfway point there at the island. Really getting nice speed with each stroke, sort of pushing on. We got a really nice race developing here in second place between St. John Jesuit and Carlson.
And then a good fight, kind of still in contact with each other there from from 4th until 6th place between Rockford, Montgomery Bell, and Skyline, kind of in that order at this moment. Parkersburg South and Riverview then behind them. But Northville really laying on the speed here. Look at them just open it up, just creating more distance between them and the rest of the pack. But Carlson still in that about the same margin as they were at the island with St. John's Jesuit.
Yeah, St. John's Jesuit is not letting go. They are really holding on, and the longer they can keep contact there, the more momentum they're going to feel. We can see that we've got the race official following really closely there, making sure that they're staying apart from each other. It's very challenging to both focus on your rowing and focus on keeping the boat going straight.
Right, because in these boats, like Jim said, there is no coxswain. So the athletes are controlling the direction and navigation of this boat. And when you have a neck-and-neck race like we see unfolding here between Carlson and St. John Jesuit, sometimes what happens, if your attention is within your gunnels, you can try to stay as straight as possible. But when you've got just one other boat, and in this case, off to the side, sometimes what happens is you start to drift the steering a little closer to them.
Absolutely.
Because that's what you're focused on, right? You're trying to just get your bow ball ahead just enough. But these crews are both doing a fantastic job staying within their boat, staying in tune with the rower in front, being in command of their race here. And there has not been a change in margin between Carlson and St. John's Jesuit since that island.
So those of you on the beach here will be able to see Northville coming in, give them a shout. And then this next race developing for second place there. Make sure that you cheer for your team here as they come by.
And they're in the red buoys. Red means go here in rowing, so we'll see who will turn on the burners here in this last couple of meters. Carlson looks to have taken up the beat a touch, maybe has gained a seat over St. John's Jesuit off to their right-hand side. St. John's Jesuit's answering back. Their bow ball is just about on that 3 or 4 seat of Carlson next to them. We do have a race going on there between Rockford A and Skyline for the 4th position over to the left-hand side of the screen or the farther side of the course. But it is Northville who have just crossed the finish line here for the men's varsity straight 4 final. But that race between Carlson and St. John's Jesuit,
it's still close. Looks like Carlson has really stepped it up now. They're really starting to unwind all that energy in that sprint here. You can see the finish line is just before that line of orange buoys, right there.
Yep, so about a 2-second overlap. Carlson over St. John Jesuit, then followed there, is that Rockford?
That's Rockford. And then it looks like we got Skyline coming in. Montgomery Bell close on their heels.
Yeah, just a little bit of overlap. That was an interesting thing to see unfold back in the pack there. It looks like Rockford was able to open it up a little bit more.
And Parkersburg South coming in here, rounding out by Riverview.
Again, that's your top 8 here in the men's varsity 4 final at the Midwest Scholastic Rowing Championships.
And the first winner of that one gets a qualifying berth to Youth Nationals. So that'd be Northville in that event.